Welcome back. It's Kovacs Report, and it's time for The Seasons Issue 5 by Rick Remender and Paul Azaceta. Now, before I get into the review, this book is nothing short of brilliant. It is an absolute standout amongst 99% of everything that's out there right now, and I thoroughly recommend you go and pick up every single issue or the trade because it is an absolute delight. This issue specifically just blew me away. You know, it's really, really setting the standards for some great indie comic storytelling. Now, I'm going to go through it page by page. I'm going to try and do this issue justice and remember all the other stuff from the previous issues. And I'm going to give you my thoughts. There will be spoilers. So like I say, please, 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 I do not want to be the person that spoils this book for you if you haven't read this issue or the previous issues. So before that happens, hit subscribe, give the video a like if you like the video, and I'd really, really appreciate it too. So there are 4 sisters, okay? Their name is Season. Okay, that is their second name, the seasons, right? So you've got summer, winter, autumn, and spring. Now, their parents were adventurers who went missing many years ago, leaving them to fend for themselves. Each of these sisters have sort of created some kind of life for themselves. Winter lives at the house with our young hero, Spring, here. Summer is a superstar, slightly narcissistic celebrity. And Autumn followed the trail to try and find her parents. Now, she sent a letter back to town to young Spring here to say, listen, it's dangerous. There's a carnival coming to town. It's dangerous. Get out of there. Do what you can. You know, it's not good. We also find out that there is this curse. There's these like this mirrors that you look into because this other town was decimated by the carnival and everyone's looking into mirrors and they're basically staring to mirrors and they're seeing the perfect life. They're hearing what they want to hear. It's this weird vanity, narcissism sort of trap. And of course, the souls are trapped. I don't know what these nefarious reason for this is happening, but this carnival is bad and it's at this town. And Summer, as a celebrity, she's been invited to the big top and the big party that's going on. In the last issue, the carnival people, they've basically given her this mirror and she's fallen for the curse too. So she is walking around with this mirror, completely in love with herself. And lots of the other town folk who are there have also got their own mirrors. So they're also trapped within this weird curse. Now, Winter turns up to speak to Spring, and Winter's basically, she was kind of left with the responsibility of looking after her younger sister, and she kind of resents that. She loves her sister, but she does resent it. She's the artist. She's dark and moody and broody, and they're falling out a little bit because Spring doesn't do what she's told. You know, she's a very free spirit, and she believes that there's something wrong going on here, and Winter does not believe her. So they fall out slightly, and Spring runs into the tent. And everything goes dark, and she's transported to this strange world, right? And this is where it gets Wizard of Ozzy, all sort of like Narnia. I love it. I love every character that's introduced. I love all the strange worlds. And she walks through this sort of snowscape land, which shouldn't be there. And her fish, Gilbert, is talking to her, warning her. And she meets this little guy here. And he says, you're a day early. You're a day early. He says, you should come back, you know, on the right time, you know, the time that it says on your invitation. And he says, well, you can trust me, you can trust me. And she's like, well, I don't trust people who say those things. He says, fine, come with me, I'll give you the tour. And they walk into this little hut, and suddenly it's this beautiful ballroom. There's many, many people there. And we find out that they're permanent guests here. So why are they permanent? Why are they trapped? Why are this carnival, these weird clown people, why have they kept these people here? And then suddenly, you know, we're not just in a ballroom, we're in a skyscraper. You know, and she's offered the mirror. She's offered this choice, but of course she runs away because she's smart, and she runs out of the door of the skyscraper. But now she's in a seaside house, and she falls into the water. And I love this little joke here. The fish says, "Don't lose faith. This isn't goodbye, kiddo. I'll catch up." But then suddenly it turns into like a giant sink, and the plug is pulled, and she falls into this sort of underground basement where she sees her parents chained up. And they are trapped in the mirror, living this perfect, idyllic life, seeing the things they want to see, living all their dreams. Of course, they're wasting away. You know, why were they in prison? Why were they kept? We don't know yet. We'll find out. But we do find that our other sister, Autumn, the one who sent the letter, she's there. So great. Maybe we can work together to get out of this mess. But we do find out that she has also succumbed to the magic and the power of this mirror. And they want to get the full set of the sisters. And they grab her and they say, all you got to do is open your eyes. Now, that's it. I really don't think I've done this justice. This book is incredible. It is incredible. It's so imaginative. The art is beautiful. The coloring is beautiful. Everything about this book is beautiful. And this story is just getting deeper and deeper and deeper. And I am in 100%. I hope they make limited edition, hardcover, oversized books of this, because I will buy all of them. I love this. I love this. There's only a few books that have hit me this hard this year, and The Seasons is one of them. So Rick Remender and Paul Azaceta, you're doing an amazing job. Cannot wait to see where this goes. I recommend everybody gets on it. Anyway, like I always say, those are my thoughts. Let me know yours. Hit subscribe if you've lasted this long. Give the video a like even if you like the video. And I will catch you in the next review. And they're coming soon. So take care.